Welcome you absolute legends. I am Fun with Phrase, I am Pete, I am back, and today we're going to have a bit of nostalgia. So I've got 10 fragrances that when I smell them, I instantly think it's summertime. Summer's here, it's just time to get some really nice refreshing fragrances. And I've got two honourable mentions, so we're just going to crack straight on into this because we've got a lot to get through. So my first honourable mention is just being discontinued this year. It is still about, so if you want to get a bottle, please do. It's Givenchy Gentleman Cologne. Now, I've got 2 bottles of this, so I'm fine for a while. It's super light, super fresh, absolutely gorgeous fragrance with the iris in there. Absolutely stunning, easy to wear. Honestly, anyone can pull this one off. I don't care if you're 15 to 85. This one is a great little gem that has been discontinued. Like I say, it's still about now. Don't wait too long before the price will go through a damn roof, and I don't want you guys to be paying through the roof for fragrances. But yeah, this one's been discontinued, so pick this one up as soon as you can. Givenchy Gentleman Cologne. My second one's also been discontinued, but this one's a little bit harder to find. If you feel like you want to do this, cool, I have no problem. But if you don't, kudos to you. It's from the house of Jean Paul Gaultier. It's Fleur de Cologne, which is a lot of work. And again, it's a very simple, easy wearing fragrance that's very fresh, very uplifting, lots of lemon, very citrusy, fresh, great fragrance. Not really many people talk about it anymore because the reason it's been discontinued, but this one, absolutely amazing juice. So if you can find a bottle of this, you might be in for a bit of a treat. So that's my second honourable mention. We are going to smack on into this top 10 list like a bad boy because number 10 is a great fragrance. There is one massive problem with this one. The performance is absolutely diabolical, but the scent itself, amazing. From the house of Dior, it's Dior Cologne. Now, you could go with the Mercedes-Benz Cologne, but that's been discontinued. But this one you still can get. Oh, it's just absolutely gorgeous. It's got like that fizzy lemonade pop on it, and that's from the grapefruit blossom, which is a kind of an unusual note. Bergamot and some musk in it, but again, doesn't last very long. Lasts 3, maybe 4 hours, give or take. Yes, it's not cheap, but you smell this, you instantly think it's summertime. It's here. It's really nice. So again, number 10, Dior Cologne. Number 9. Now this one is a new one to the collection, fairly recent, and I have been smelling this quite a bit. And every time I do it, and it's a warm day, this one is getting in my head. So I go, oh, actually, I might want to wear this. It's the new Acqua Eau de Parfum. Now this one, again, it's a little bit more mature. It's definitely something I would gravitate towards. Some sea notes, lavender, clary sage, and some vetiver gives it a slightly unique way of putting the Acqua Eau line in. Now this might not be for everyone, and if you're a younger guy, you might want to use Profondo, which is completely fine, cool, no problem. But this one I am gravitating towards a bit more. It's because it's got that slight herbalness to it, which is really nice. And the clary sage and the vetiver is doing a nice job in the back. Doesn't perform brilliantly, it gets a reasonable 6 to 7 hours, but again, new release, Acqua Eau is definitely reminds me of summer straight away. So that's number 9. Number 8, slightly curveball here because quite frankly I can. This is from the house of Joe Malone, and this is Pomegranate Noir Cologne. Now this one is like a fruity punch in the face. I love this. It's great. It's got everything you want. You've got pomegranate, you've got rose, you've got pink pepper, rhubarb, plum. There's a lot of fruits in this. Really fresh, really nice. Lasts about 5 hours now, 5 to 6 hours, depending on how hot it is. If it's really hot, it will last about 4. But if it's a bit cooler and it's like 25 degrees or a bit lower, this thing will last a good 6, maybe 7 hours. So it's a great little number. Slightly unusual off the beaten path. But if you want to try something a little bit different this year, and you want to have a classic, you want to go time and time again, Joe Malone Pomegranate Noir Cologne might just be the one for you. And number 8. Number 7. This one should need no introduction, but it will. It's an absolute beautiful iris fragrance. It's from the house of Prada. It's Prada Low. I've done a full review of this one. And it's just, It's got that neroli, it's got that ginger, and it's got iris and some amber in it, and it's just watery, sexy goodness. That's all I can say. Works brilliantly. The hotter the weather, this thing performs better for it, and it needs that warmth to get it going. But yeah, absolutely stunning juice. I'm so happy I've got, I think it's a 100ml bottle. Yeah, 100ml bottle. This is going to last me a long time, so I'm very chuffed with this. Again, every time I smell it, straight away I'm thinking it's summertime, warm weather, great fragrance. It's a Prada L'Homme Low. All right, next one. Number 6. God, I'm going cracking through these today. This is a classic on most of the YouTubers' fragrance lines, and I kind of agree with them. I've got a lovely little 50ml. It looks really cute. It's from Dolce & Gabbana. It's light blue, oh intense, and I can't deny it. It's a great scent. It works brilliantly every summer. It's got like juniper, it's got grapefruit, musk, and some seawater, which is a little bit of unusual. No wonder they've got climate problems. They're nicking it and putting it in there. Cheeky monkeys. But yeah, this is again slightly salty with that water notes. Great fragrance. It lasts a good amount of time. And again, if you smell it, you instantly think it's summertime. So Dolce & Gabbana, light blue, oh intense, number 6. All right, we're going to go into the big top 5. And let's start with an absolute belter. Now, this again doesn't last a long time, but I don't care. I'd rather reapply. For the House of John Varvatos, it's Artisan Pure. And again, I've got a massive, I think 75ml? Yeah, 75ml bottle. This one is a classy fragrance. Oh, that is gorgeous. So it's got lemon, it's got orange, it's got petitgrain, orange root, and some musks in here. And this thing is just to die for. Like, honest to God, it is just awesome. Lasts about 5-ish hours. And again, this is sometimes gets easy to find, sometimes a bit harder. I don't know if it's been discontinued. I'm hoping it hasn't. But I can't clarify for that for the moment. But yeah, John Varvatos Artisan Pure, number 5. Now, number 4, this is a complete curveball because no one, I think, will ever have heard this in the history of YouTube. It's from the house L'Artisan, and I'll write in the name description. It's verveine, and this one is just outrageous. It is just like a citrus bombshell, and the note that really hits you in the most is lemon verbena, which is a herb which is very citrus heavy. It's got lemon, orange as well, geranium, and some rose in it, and this honestly is phenomenal. It's so unknown that people go, what are you wearing? And this just projects like a madman. And the warmer the weather, the better this thing works. So L'Artisan Leiviene is my number 4. I told you I was going to do something unique. So number 3, I've done a full review of this one as well. And I'm going to say is I love this fragrance. From the house of Acqua di Parma, Blue Mediterraneano, fico amalfi. God, it's a big one, isn't it? It's got bergamot, fig nectar, which is a really unusual note. Geranium and a bit of rose in this. And again, great fragrance. And a bit of cedar as well, because it gives you a bit of a backbone. But yeah, this one is great. I've done a full review of this one. All I'm going to say is just enjoy the fact you can get some niche fragrances for about 50-60 quid. That's ridiculous. And this thing is one of my favourites. The whole of the line, I think, apparently is very good. So I will be picking up some more Acqua di Parmas in the future. But this one at the moment definitely reminds me of summer straight away, hands down. Okay, 2 and 1. I had a massive debate in my head about this. And eventually I came up with a 1 and 2. But number 2 could have been number 1 quite easily. Number 2 is, quite frankly, my favourite from this house. It's from the house of byredo. It's Gypsy Water. And this is kind of on the same vibe as the Acqua di Gio Eau de Parfum. It's slightly green with the juniper and there's some lemon, pine needles and vanilla and some sandalwood. It's just phenomenal. Came out in 2008. Still really easy to find. Yes, it's a little bit more expensive. But like I say, if you've got a 100ml bottle, this will last you a good amount of time. All I can say is when I smell this, I'm smelling like, imagining going through a wood with it's like slight pine needles that you've just dropped, and then you smell a little bit of juniper that's maybe a bough. It kind of transports me straight to like a nice, easy walking hike in the summer and just smelling the countryside, to be honest. It's absolutely fantastic. It's a Gypsy Water by Byredo, my number 2. Which leads me to number 1. And I'm starting to get a little obsessed with this, and I might even have to buy a backup of this because, quite frankly, it's that good. From the house of rasasi, it's hawas. And this purple juice is just ridiculous. Now, it's got some unusual notes in this. It's got apple, it's got cinnamon, watery notes, orange blossom, which is a very unusual note to have in vain, and a bit of musk in here. But this thing is a nuclear bomb. If you like Paco Rabanne 2016, this thing spanks it. Honestly, it just spanks it. It's absolutely stunning. Great juice. I'm so happy I've got this bottle. I've got 100ml bottle. Yeah, 100ml bottle. This shall last me a while, but the way I'm having a good old dent in it already, maybe not. It really is one of my favourites that I've had from Rasasi's. So again, number 1, Rasasi's Hawas. There you go. Right, so there you have it, my 10 fragrances that I immediately think it's summertime straight away. So let me know in the comments if there's certain fragrances that you smell and it instantly makes you think, yes, it's summertime. I know I'm going to pull this out and I'm going to wear it, I'm going to love it. Because that's awesome. I also like to find out new fragrances that you smell and I think, yeah, I want to try that. My scent of the day, I went with some bit of classiness today. I went with a bit of Le Lobo Bergamot 22. Great fragrance. Again, very citrus heavy. It's warming up in the UK now. So yeah, really good fragrance. Bergamot 22 from Le Lobo. It's my scent of the day. And as always, let me know what your scent of the day is. I love hearing from you lot. I do respond to nearly every message. As always, if you want a top 10 list, a fragrance review, or a question, please hit me up. Honestly, you are amazing. Thank you. You make my day awesome. If you want to also know, I'm on Instagram with filming fragrances. And as always, you absolute legends. Smell amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.